Alright, so this is the transsexual idiot who has facial hair almost now. I look very tired for whatever reason in my webcam, but that's just how it is. Anyway, this is a gender bend review of the movie Open Up to Me. It is a Finnish movie from 2013, and it stars, what was her name? Lea Klemmola as a transsexual woman named Maarit, who is a total douchebag to each and everyone she meets, and still wants to work as a school counselor and social worker or anything like that. Yeah, anyway, Maarit is a transsexual, as I said. She has had FFS, I would assume, considering the actress. I don't know if the actress is transsexual, but there is a possibility that she is. She has had FFS, and she looks very feminine, and she's quite short and so, and she looks very effeminate. And anyway, she works as a cleaner because of her transgender status, she hasn't been able to land that job as a counselor. And anyway, she's cleaning the apartment of a woman who has to leave for Spain because her father had a heart attack or anything like that. And then she proceeds to pretty much steal the clothes and a watch that belonged to the woman who owned the apartment she was cleaning. And as she's doing that, a man shows up and he has a therapy session, and Maarit lies and says that she's a therapist, and she has the man sit down and, tell her everything about his failed marriage with his wife and so. And then she kindles another time with him, and then he leaves, and then a bit later on, the wife of the man shows up, and she continues acting as a therapist, but she gives another name and so. And anyway, then we see the man come back, and he keeps talking about his marriage, and she asks him, if they can take it somewhere else, and she tells him that she's trans and that she's not a therapist and that she's a cleaner and all that. And when she leaves, then we see some... No, that's not it. Anyway, when we see her stalking the man when he practices when he's coaching his soccer team, and she's pretty much stalking, running past, and then she's running back, and then she's looking in on him, and then she meets up with him there, and then we see a bit of that, and the two start hanging out more and more, and she kisses him, and he kisses her back, and things are just fucked up. And then we see her going home to her family because there's a rumor that she had sex with an underage student when she worked as a school counselor, and she goes there to quell that rumor, and the police is investigating her, and then she goes to see her daughter, who is quiet as a mouse, pretty much, and then her ex-wife shows up and is just, get out of here, I don't want to see you. So Maarit leaves, and then she comes back, and she starts seducing the man, who I can't remember, but they go away, fuck each other, and she's just generally ruining everything for everyone. She starts talking to one of his students, and he gets confused, and then anyway, a bit later on, the wife discovers that they've had an affair because she sees the woman now working as a cleaner and not as a therapist, which she lied about earlier in the movie. And she confronts the husband, and she throws him out, and they are going to get divorced. And when the husband shows up angry at Maarit's place, he wants the pictures erased, and then he proceeds to start hitting her, and she hits him back, and abuse, and then we just see the husband going back to his wife, and they say that they're glad that they don't have to pretend to be happy anymore and that they can get divorced and so. And yeah, we see Maarit's daughter coming and see her and saying that she's told the police that she wasn't guilty of the crime because she had, confession from the boy about what's happened and so. So, anyway, this movie does not paint transsexuals in a positive light because the main character, Maarit, is a deceitful bitch who pretty much doesn't think about repercussions at all, and she just does what she wants. And yeah, the transsexual theme is handled well by the guy who, is the romantic interest / cheater. But several other people, they don't treat her that well. They call her a freak, and I really don't see why this movie was made the way it was, because who wants to see a transsexual, just going about cheating and being a fucking liar about everything? I don't know. So, the actress who played Maarit did a very good job, and the movie is overall, it's comprehensive, and it's just 1.5 hours, so it's an appropriate length. It doesn't drag out anywhere, and so. But it doesn't really give any transgender positive light and so. And that's pretty much why do you make movies about transsexuals if you're going to paint them in a bad light? Yeah, I don't know about that. So I would give this movie about a 5 out of 10 or so. It's a Nordic film about transsexuals. There aren't that many. There is also Sooner or Later Something Must Break, which is a Swedish movie about a transsexual girl named Saga, I believe, which was made in like 2014-15. It isn't that well made either, and then there's, Girls Lost, which somewhat deals with a transgender theme. It's also Swedish. And then there aren't that many other Swedish movies about transsexuals. Or Nordic movies about transsexuals. I don't think there are any Danish movies, even though they've had one of the most famous transsexuals, Christine Jorgensen. No, not Christine Jorgensen, Lily Alba. Sorry. Jorgensen was American. Lily Alba, or Einar Wegener, was Danish. Anyway, so that's it for now. This is the Depressed Transsexuals Gender Bend Review. So bye bye.